Where is the middle meningeal artery? Hi, I'm Dr. Carter, and welcome to Questions I Hear All the Time as an Anatomy Professor. To see the middle meningeal artery, let's use my handy-dandy plastic skull. If we look on the internal base here, we can see this small hole right here, right next to foramen ovale, okay, right here. It's much easier to see from the internal or superior view of the calvaria. Here we can see foramen ovale, and then here we can see foramen spinosum. So the foramen spinosum, when you look at it, is the smallest of the foramen in that area. The foramen spinosum is also pretty much the most lateral, and that's going to make a lot of sense when we look at the path of its contents, the middle meningeal artery. So if we look at an inferior view of our skull here, we can see foramen spinosum with the middle meningeal artery entering through it. On the internal surface here, we can see our representation in pipe cleaners of foramen spinosum with the middle meningeal artery traveling through it. Now this will give off three major branches: the frontal branch, also known as the anterior branch, a parietal branch, and a smaller petrosal branch that is not shown here. The inside of the skull, we can see on the calvaria here, these grooves. These are called the grooves of the middle meningeal artery. And we're able to see those arteries here, represented by our pipe cleaners, traveling up. And you can see our frontal branch and our parietal branch. One of the important things to recognize is where this frontal branch comes through. You see, the frontal branch passes by a thin area of bone called the pterion. The pterion is right here. Now this is an area that it's very common for people to fracture their skull, and when they fracture that thin piece of bone, that can interfere and damage this middle meningeal artery branch. And that's why so many bleeds in the brain are from that middle meningeal artery, right there at the pterion. I hope this helps, and remember, you've got this.